Hi everyone! Welcome to session 1 of Drawing with Corrina. I'm Corrina and I'm a professional wildlife artist specializing in detailed, vibrant colored pencil drawings. Each of these sessions is meant to teach you one technique that'll help you achieve drawings that are more detailed, more realistic, and have richer, more vibrant color. Today's lesson is all about layering. Let's get started. One of the questions I get asked over and over again is, how do I create drawings that are so vibrant and so opaque with colored pencil? And my answer is always exactly the same. It's all about layering. So this session number 1, is to teach you briefly about layering in colored pencil. So let's do reds. Here are my colors that I'm working with. It doesn't really matter what colors you choose as long as they go from light to dark. Let's start with this lighter color, this orange. Then let's do the next darkest color. You can see I go over it a few times to make sure it's even. The pressure I'm using is medium pressure, not too hard, not too light. And you can see that with each layer, the paper is being filled in more and more. That tooth of the paper with the white. Here's the darkest color. But what you can also see is that with more and more layers, you might be able to see more of the strokes that I'm doing. Darker colors tend to show pencil strokes more. So we've done all 5 colors. Let's go back to the second darkest and go to slightly different angle. Don't do completely perpendicular because that'll end up being a crosshatch and it won't blend quite right. So do a slightly different angle and fill that in. We're not doing a lot of detail here, obviously. We're just going to show you what it's like for layering. So this is your darkest color again, with a little bit lighter pressure. Like I said, your dark colors will show pencil strokes more. You're doing it at that slightly different angle again to fill in those colors, those areas that weren't as even. Go back to your second darkest color. Let's do a slightly different angle from this side. And put more pressure here. Really fill in the white of the paper. So there's your bright opaque red. Let's try it with blue. So I have 6 different colors for my blue. These are them. And I work again from light to dark. Again, it doesn't matter what colored blues you have as long as they go from light to dark. Start with the lightest. Go to the next color, the next darker one. And the next. Just fill it in as evenly as you can. And here's our darkest color. So go to our second darkest color again, do that slightly different angle. Do the darkest again, at that slight angle. And then that second darkest again from the angle down at the bottom. Fill that in. More pressure here. You'll find that different colors react a little bit differently. That's okay. You just kind of get used to that. Some are a little creamier than others. And there's your bright opaque blue. So this is great. This is your medium, bright, vibrant colors. Your layers, you can barely see any of the white. I'll even teach you more about that in our next session with blending. But let's say we wanted to do just a light color blue. You don't have as many colors to go from. So let's just take these two blues, or two lighter blues, and create a medium to light blue. Put your lightest color down first again. Always go lightest to darkest. Put it the next color down with a very light touch. Don't put too much pressure here. You don't want to make it too dark. Do the light blue again. Do the medium blue again. So you do a similar number of layers, you just use less pencils, less colors. The light blue again. Now you can go from that slightly different angle. Filling in some of those pencil stroke areas, get your lighter color. Go from that slight different angle. You can put more pressure with your lighter colors to really blend in there. Again, I'll teach more about that in the second session, but your lighter colors will help you blend, your darker colors will help you add color. Really put pressure in there and just create your lighter, bright, opaque blue. So one of the reasons we don't want to do dark to light when we're layering is here's our darker blue, this beautiful, dark, rich blue. Do a few layers here, pretty good pressure, just throwing it down on the paper, covering quite a bit of it. But then if you try to do a lighter color on top, it's not going to show up very well. It'll help blend it somewhat, but it doesn't show up as well, and it's hard to keep it smooth. You can't get your pencil strokes to blend as well as you would otherwise. And like I said, it just doesn't show up. Let's do the lightest color blue. It's not really making it any lighter. So if you do light to dark, it's much easier to get that real crisp, vibrant, and really smooth color. So that's great, but what if we wanted to do a dark blue? We didn't want to have to go through all this lighter color, because this color had that dark blue in it, but obviously it lightened it up drastically because of the lighter colors underneath. So let's start with our dark blue. If we just wanted this color, we could just do this color. Over and over again, do slightly different angle to get those pencil strokes not to show up. Really hard pressure because we're just doing this one color. And then lighten the pressure as you get towards the end. Smooth it out. So then we could just get a very bright opaque color with just this one color. Or, if you want to do a darker color, do similarly to how you did with this one. Take 2-3 colors. Let's do this blue. This one of the medium dark blues. Start as the lighter color. and then go darker. And then go darker. This is that dark blue. This is this blue on top of these other two. And go back to the second darkest and do that slightly different angle. Fill in the tooth of the paper. Fill in those strokes that didn't quite match up. Do it with the darkest color as well. Fill that in. And then that medium, that second darkest color, lay it over the top. Really fill that in. So here's a dark blue. They can do with just a few colors, and here is just one color. And you could go darker than this. There's dark indigo blue. You can use black to really get it dark. Just be careful with black because you want to use really light pressure because those strokes will show up a lot. So here's our recap. Layering is what makes the best opaque, vibrant color with colored pencils. That's how it's done. How it makes it look almost like a paint. It's like dry, you're applying dry paint almost. You go light to dark, or by itself if you just want that specific color. You can use less colors. You can create light colors, dark colors. Do not go dark to light, and don't forget to slightly vary which way your strokes are going in order to make that really even, beautiful tone. Thanks everyone! I hope you enjoyed this quick lesson, and join me for the next one where I teach you how to blend the colors to make that really creamy, beautiful color.